Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of GuildRock SMP. Chibi's very confused about what's happening right now. I'm confused about why I'm throwing my axe on the floor. Yes, we got RTX on, as you can probably see. And you might see that everything looks a little bit different from where we left off at the end of last episode. Mildly, there's like an iron farm here, and chorus fruit, and bamboo. And, well, the reason for that is that there have been, like, 2 episodes kind of half recorded, before this clip right here. And there's also been a, lots of time that I've spent here playing and running around and doing lots of things without recording. There's been many things going on for me IRL, but I think that we're finally going to get back to making videos again consistently, which would be a good thing. Hooray, yes, hooray. And so I think to start things off and to try to get you guys caught up on everything that has happened, I'm going to send editor me to take all the clips from the things that we've recorded already and scrounge through them and make some kind of montage of the silliness that we got up to. And then I'll have figured out what was seen and what hasn't been seen, and I'll run around and kind of get you guys caught up a little bit on the things that have transpired. And then we'll continue on with the thing, make video and stuff. Yes, good plan. All right, so I'm thinking of doing something very stupid, which is I'm going to just go ahead and fight the wither right now without any preparations or things. Yeah. Wither fight is nothing compared to what it once was on Bedrock Edition. There's something awfully screwy going on around here. Well, overall, I think that was a pretty successful mining trip. Except we did fortune our ender chest. If you did not know, you can turn mycelium into grass path. And then you can turn the grass path into dirt. Behold, our first victim. I mean, friend. Yes, good friend, yes. Good job, Mushroom. You are our bestest friend. And nobody wants to do anything bad to you at all, ever. Oh no! It appears that our mushroom friend has fallen down into the pit below. Oh no, mushroom friend! Quick! I will help you get out. Let me. Oh dear. Oh dear. It appears that mushroom friend has perished. We've got a slight problem, which isn't really a problem. It's just kind of a problem, which is look at how much grass is now grassified. Also, Tanya's been around here stealing all of the mushrooms. That's why there's no mushrooms around, and also doing lots of grassifying and stuff. The iron farm is done. I have been AFK for a little while, so we've got click on the thing in the next episode. Goodbye. Goodbye to you too, Iron Golem. You're gonna die soon. We're starting things off here at our wonderful little storage system, which is beautiful and not a mess at all, unlike people have been saying to me. I don't know what they're talking about. They're pretty crazy. It's a glorious system here. I have not looked into any of the new things at all. I have not followed the update cycle at all, so I really have no clue what's going on. But I did find that they added a new type of wood. It's very glorious, and I love pale oak. Hello! How are you doing today? Chop chop! Would you like to kindly die? Why do you not have eyes? Oh, that's horrifying. I bet it's 100% a texture pack thing, but that's kind of concerning. Well, I've been doing my little happy dance around here for a little while. Can I not play? You can't place conduits on the underside of blocks? Huh. That's interesting. Mining around the monument, getting zapped by all the fish. The little green blocks go floating up, causing lots of lag for everybody. Not that many green blocks. It's not that laggy. The cyclop fish look like zombies, 'cause they got no eyeballs for some reason. Ow! Digging away is lots of fun, 'cause it's a simple thing to do. A formidable being is talking about death. I'm sure it's fine. No need to worry. I decided to leave in all the blocks that weren't part of the ocean monument, and it really just kind of shows how good Bedrock is at definitely spawning things where they're supposed to spawn. The next thing to do is to actually get, you know, the farm operational, so they spawn and go where we want them to go. And that's going to be done with this. All right, we got a nice little platform out here. I think it's going to blend in very well with the rest of the nether. Yes, no one's even going to notice that there's a Guardian Farm thing here to go back to. Look at that. Whoa. That's crazy. You get the soul speed effect when you run on the underside of a block. I don't know how that could be usable, but I feel like that's gotta be usable somewhere. That's really cool. I slightly finished everything, which isn't entirely my fault. I was trying to do recording. I just got sick and then had to leave and doing Christmas break stuff. For me, it is currently the morning of Christmas Day. It is December 25th, and so I decided, because Tanya has been out here doing all of this mass greenifying of the island, is to make her an entire box of tools and things, which is going to take a long time because villagers always increase their prices now. My original plan I didn't have enough time for because I'm not a last minute shopper. I don't know what you're talking about. I definitely get presents ahead of time, yes. But there's another thing that we might be doing in the future as like a late, maybe early birthday gift. That's what we can do it for, yes. All right. We have finished the box. Tanya.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, am I not muted? Dang it. Curses.
Well, technically you are.
Ah, freak. Forgot I'm streaming. Boo. Technically, I am muted. I muted Discord. I did not mute the stream. Oh, well. Anyway. This was going to be funny in a different way, but instead we can laugh at me being dumb. Yes. Ha 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 ha. Aha.
Hey. Hello, I'm Sam.
Hello up there. Floop, floop. Ah! That's got it!
Oh.
I don't know what the heck is going on, but I just turned on RTX and it seems we're having a solar eclipse. Having gone through and done the editing and seen where we're at now in the video, we were about 10 minutes in. There are things that I have been building. I think you've caught glimpses of them a couple times, and I'm going to hold off on showing you guys those until next episode when we can discuss more fully the plans that I have for all the things like that. And for right now, we're going to go to where we kind of ended off on the montage, which is Le Guardian Farm. But I built a squid farm. It's a very good squid farm because everything underneath here is slabbed It's fully spawn-proofed, this place. Let me DRTX so you can actually see it. Behold, the slabbage. If you haven't seen a 2D Guardian farm, this is kind of old tech because now we just use trident killers and kill them here. But the way it works is you press the button and you can see the pods filled with water. And while, I'm going to turn it off so we don't do crazy things. While it's filled with water, this spawn spot spawns a guardian and it gets chucked into the nether. And then they all build up in there. A ghast must have gotten stuck in the wall or something. Another ghast must have gotten stuck in the wall. How peculiar. Yes, in here, the guardians will pop out of that portal and then fall down. If we want to get XP from them, we can flip this. They will land here and we can chuck a splash potion of harming at them and they will all die. Or most of them will die, and then we'll get a ton of XP at once and be able to repair things. Oh dear, my electric's about to break. So if we don't want to get XP, we flip the lever again, and they fall further down to here. The storage place thing, and they all splat down on these hoppers, and then their drops get funneled out into these chests. And we get many, many. We also have a gas farm over here. In case you speculated that perhaps there's too many gas dying in walls around here to actually be dying in walls, and maybe there's a gas farm, you were correct. There is indeed a gas farm around here. It makes many tiers and many gunpowders, and I believe most of these are also gunpowders and some sugar canes and stuff. Yes. So we have a good supply of rockets. You might wonder why I didn't do my usual and build a creeper farm, and expressive shrug. And we also have, if you look around here, you might see that this place looks really stripedy, and if we get closer, you'll see it's because there's buttons on everywhere. And that's because Tanya and I have spent an absolute ludicrous amount of time going around and placing buttons on this entire place, so the area is spawn-proofed, so we get ghast to spawn in here. And yeah, so we got a very effective gas farm now. If we ever need gunpowders, we can go AFK here. And we could also, at the same time, be AFK for a guardian farm and for the squid farm in the overworld. And the thing that I wish to do next for the rest of this video, there is a nether fortress right here. Within the perimeter, you can tell where the perimeter is by these huge chunks that have been cut out of the wall, and also by the amount of buttons that have been placed. And so I think, because I would like to have many beacons, the island, as you might have noticed, is mildly very big. Oh no, button. The island is very big, and I wish to have many beacons so I don't have to keep moving them around. It would be much easier to just set up beacons all over the island and be able to go and always be within reach of, like, haste, for example. And that is going to obviously require an absolutely stupid amount of beacons. So what I think we're going to do, or actually what I know we're going to do, because I've already done all the testing and everything and done it all, and so we're just gonna kind of skip to it. What we're going to do is we're going to build a wither skeleton farm, and also incidentally pigmen, and I don't think any other mobs. Over here, we're going to rip out a whole bunch of this place, this fortress, so we can kind of see it clearly, and then we're going to build a series of little trident killery things and be able to collect many skeleton heads, hopefully, because trident killers and looting and all of that good stuff. So I think I'll get back to you at some point when I decide what the next clip should be. Good plan, yes. The huge chunk of netherrack stuff that was there is now gone, and this place has been cleared off a little bit. And I think that probably the best way to explain what we're going to do here is to go to the creative copy where I've already designed the farm, and point out how it works there, and then just come on here and build it. And then come back here once it's all or at least the first module is done. We only have enough with the roses to do the first little section. We only need 8. It's not like it's a big deal. So yeah. Anyway, let's go look at the other world so you guys understand what I'm talking about, even because you don't even have a slightest. I'm getting shot at. Take cover. Run away. What we have here is we've done some testings. We had some command blocks set up over here to spawn. When a skeleton spawned, it would place a black concrete underneath them and then kill all the mobs. Apparently, as we learned, killing all entities of the family mob doesn't kill piglins. Why that's the case, I don't know, but we had to add another one just to kill piglins because they wouldn't die. Essentially, we just marked out where the skeletons would spawn, because I'm sure most people already know, but on Bedrock, mobs spawn due to spawn spots in structures. They have designated places that they will spawn, and they will not spawn anywhere else. So you can take advantage of that and mark out the places where they will spawn, and they'll only ever spawn on those exact blocks. So we have here 10 places, and I chose these because they're right next to each other. Most of the other ones were kind of like scattered, and these had 2 spots really close to each other. If we use a wither rose on top of netherrack, because they can only be placed on netherrack or dirt and other stuff, they're still bugging out. Why is this? There's something weird going on. If you look at my wither rose, see how it's completely gone, and now it's back, and it's still there, and now you can see all of it. It's all fully there. But then when you go on this side, it's all completely gone. If you use wither roses, then only wither skeletons and piglins will spawn there. So that will cut down on the blazes, the magma cubes, and the regular skeletons. And so then we can just have these spawn spots. Coral fans trick mobs into thinking they can walk on them. I don't know why. This is a thing. It's been a thing for years at this point. So I tested to see if it still works, and it still works. They will walk off, which is good because we want to kill them as quick as possible, which is why we are doing Trident Killer underneath here. There's something very weird going on with my texture packs, and I don't know why. But yeah, tridents don't have a texture for some reason, and it's very strange, even though they have a texture when they're in my hand. For those of you who are looking at this Trident Killer and wondering what the heck this is not a Trident Killer, what are you talking about? This is really old tech. This is actually the original style Trident Killer. If you go way back in, I want to say it was probably mid 2019 sometime when we first discovered Trident Killers. And this is how they worked. You had a sticky piston with a carpet or slab or stair or some kind of half block with a trident on it, and the trident would get shifted with the carpet, and mobs would stand on it and take damage. Then they broke them, and that's when we developed the usual 2x2. Your piston's set up like that usually, and it spins them around. That's when we developed those, and I discovered a couple years back that these work again. And I don't know why, and I didn't really think much of it, but I kind of think that I might maybe make a tutorial if you want to see more fully how they work. Like, I've explained the very basics of it. You just get a clock to that piston and it will go. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Mobs spawn, they fall, they get chopped by the trident, and then we're gonna spit their items and get a storage system. I know this phrase has a bad rep, but it's really quite simple, actually. Like, there is really very little to it, outside of finding the spawn spots. Anyway, yeah, so now that you know what we're doing, I'll go do it all on GuildRock, and then we'll probably end the video. We've got this place set up. The first pod is in. I have just sat here for 15 minutes. It seems to be running pretty well. And there's still someone in there. Please die, thank you. Hooray! Huh, that trident has scooted way over there. That's strange. I'm gonna have to keep track of this. Again, I don't actually fully know if the carpet tech works again. I'm just kind of experimenting with it. But we can rethrow these, I suppose. It is time to get all the things that we collected. And did it fully back up? Oh, it didn't quite fully back up. That's good. All right, so we got way too many stone swords that we don't care about and don't want. And almost a stack of coal in 15 minutes. Almost a stack and a half of bones. But 5 wither skeleton skulls in 15 minutes. So that's like, what, 1 every 3 minutes-ish. Which is probably not the most crazy efficient farm thing that you could ever get. But that's pretty darn good by my standards. So I think that I'm going to go out and fight the wither with mobs somewhere. I don't have a good way of getting mobs. I don't have a skeleton or a chicken farm of any variety. I think that with this done, I'm going to assume that all of the many things that I've recorded, or just the really long clips, really, that's all they were. All the really long clips I've recorded since editing the montage down is going to be enough for the video. So I will possibly do fighting the wither and getting the eggs and finishing this off in the next episode, or I'll just come back in the next episode and this will be fully finished. I really like how this place is turning out and how it looks. Honestly, it looks kind of cool. We could probably do a little bit more fancifying of that place, but I do like how it looks. It's fun, and I am happy with the progress that we've made in this episode. We've technically made like 4 episodes worth of progress because of how editing has gone, and the montage. But it is what it is, you know, and next episode won't be quite so crazy, I don't imagine. If there's anything that you're like, what did you, like, there's a thing that I did in this video, in the montage, or after that you think wasn't explained well enough and you would like to have more information about it, let me know with a comment and I'll get that done in some point at some video. But with all that said, I think I'm going to end the episode here for today. So I would like to say, as per usual, thank you all ever so much for watching this video. It really does mean a lot to me. So leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you want to catch more videos like this in the future and see the chaos that we're doing on the rest of the island. And also, if you want the tutorials, let me know. Again, if you want tutorials on the things that I've done, I could do that, maybe. They're not the most crazy farm, but they work, right? So, yeah. I will see you all, hopefully, in the next episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Hashtag Blame Blaze, because that's the thing I haven't said in forever. So remember, we gotta all hashtag Blame Blaze. I should get my trident renamed that again. And I will see you later. Goodbye.